House. Once again, good afternoon and welcome. My name is Taiwo Barua, and I'm not going to be doing this all alone. I have my co-anchor here in the building.
Abibala Shakira Majalagme. Good afternoon, Lagos.
Good afternoon, Nigeria. We're back on the block, and certainly we will be taking you on the program this afternoon. So we will be focusing on modernized farming through the lens of the Lagos State Agricultural Input Supply Authority. Of course, I know you might be thinking when it comes to agriculture, it's just about getting a seedling and then putting it in the soil and then it germinates. It's way beyond all of that. I mean, as a human, you don't just pick up something from the market and eat. You have to prep it, you have to wash it, you have to cook. I mean, sometimes you have to marinate before even cooking. So everything has got a procedure. And with this procedure comes a whole lot that you have to add to it, the condiment, the spices, and all of that. So we're going to be looking at modernized farming through the lens of Lagos State Agricultural Input Supply Authority. Our guest on the show is the General Manager of the Lagos State Agricultural Input Supply Authority. Madam Folake Oluyemi joins us on the program this afternoon. Good afternoon to you. All right. When you hear those who bear that name, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I feel those who bear Folake, they are kind of soft-spoken, the soft life kind of thing, Or is it just me?
Well,
you're indifferent. But the look actually says it all. So let's get down to business. What do you do at LAISA?
Thank you very much. LAISA is Lagos State Agricultural Input Supply Authority. And what we do, where we are into, our responsibility is to procure and distribute agricultural inputs to farmers and fishermen in Lagos State at affordable prices.
Okay.
And quote me, quality agricultural inputs. That's our response. That's our mandate.
All right. So when you say agricultural input, what does that even mean?
Okay, it means things like fertilizers, means agrochemicals, seeds, and equipment like fish boats, fish net, everything that makes it easier, for the farmer to increase productivity.
Everything that you need as a farmer to increase productivity is what they produce or they provide for you at Lagos State Agricultural Input Supply Authority. That's LAISA. In your own experience, what are the greatest challenges farmers actually face in Lagos?
Well, I think number one is, accessibility to genuine agric inputs. And that's why LAISA is there, to ensure you get quality inputs. Because if you don't have, if they are not genuine, for example, if you have seeds that are not genuine, it's going to affect your product, the produce. Will not be good, and the agenda of this present administration is to ensure food security in the state. That means that if you have quality agric inputs,
yes,
it's going to help you in your production, and you will be able to contribute your lot to ensuring food security in the state.
Okay, so for me, I know that there is no LAISA without farmers, and there can't be farmers without LAISA. So they work together. They are best of friends when it comes to input production. So recently you had a farmers forum. And so can you speak more on how it went in Lagos State?
Thank you very much. Recently you just asked question about the challenges that the farmers are facing.
Yeah.
That's how we actually brought it back. It used to be, we actually brought back the farmers forum to be able to have needs assessment of the, of farmers, and we'll be able to, supply according to their needs.
Okay.
To supply agric input according to their needs. Okay. And it has been very, the association or the collaboration, let me call it, has been very helpful, because actually when we first met them, they were not used to LAISA, coming to them. We had meeting with them.
Okay.
We wanted to give them what they want or what they need. We don't just want to display agri inputs, on our shelves.
Okay.
We want to display what people actually need.
Okay. So in the farmers forum,
and then we also want to ensure that they have access to quality agri inputs.
Okay. So who are your target farmers in Lagos State? Because Lagos State is a big place. So did you cut across the division? How did it go?
Thank you very much. For example, this farmers forum, we tend to do it on Ibile basis.
Okay.
The last one we had was in Ikorodu, and this year we intend to go to Ekpe, then to go to Badagry, and then come to Agege, so that we'll be able to, collaborate with our farmers, so to say. And not only that, because even the last program we had, it wasn't just about agri input. We actually assisted them, to access the government health program.
Okay.
We brought those people to them, so that they too can be registered and they'll be able to access this LASHMA thing.
So I'll quickly take you back. When you mentioned Agege, Epe, how have you been able to, because farmers will come and they want to access this. Is there any location in Lagos State where you have your agency, cut across for farmers in terms of accessing your input?
Yes, I said that procurement and distribution of agricultural inputs, is through these farm service centers. We have about 8 farm service centers cut across Lagos State. We have 2 in Badagry, we have in Mowo and Marina, we have in Aja, we have in Ekpe, we have in Ikorodu, and we actually have 2 in Agege.
And then all are functioning?
They are all functioning.
Okay.
In fact, they are all to ensure that these agri inputs, are accessible to the farmers, so that it's closer to them. They don't have to come to our main office to buy.
Okay.
All right, you're still listening to Lagos Farmer here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Let's quickly tell you what the roads are looking like. For those on Ikorodu Road, I have a message here from a listener talking about articulated trucks blocking the entire road inward Unipan. That's coming from Palm Grove End. So if you're on Ikorodu Road right now, please, you would have to be patient. Awotungashi, if you are listening, would you please confirm to me the status of these impediments, what's going on, and are there alternatives for motorists? All right, we still have in the studio the General Manager of LAISA, Madam Folake Oluyemi, very much with us in the studio. All right, moving on now. Let's talk about how does the transition into LAISA provide the actual know-how to ensuring that the specific fertilizers or seeds recommended by LSADA are stocked and ready for farmers? Okay, this is basically what you provide for farmers now. How do you ensure that they are readily available to Lagosians?
Oh, like I said earlier, I said that the farm service centers are strategically located to bring inputs closer to them. That's we have about 8, that cut across Lagos State.
Okay.
And what we also do is to, for example, we don't even introduce new inputs except we clear them with Lagos State Agricultural Development Authority, and then after we have given you the input, we also know that some people may actually need enlightenment, education on this, this
usage.
Exactly. So we also arrange that too. That's why this Farmers Forum is there. It's an opportunity for us to be able to educate our people on the use. Sometimes we actually bring the manufacturers of those products to the
forum.
Exactly, to discuss and enlighten our farmers on the use of this product.
Has there been any issue where maybe some of our farmers that come to LAISA have issues of maybe a particular input from a particular manufacturer? Has there been any scenario that paints itself? Then how, if there is, how have you been able to, arrest the situation in terms of, getting the traceability and then getting the fact that the farmers are our friend and they need to be satisfied?
Thank you very much. For example, recently there was this this fertilizer, liquid one, small size. Initially, LAISA used to sell in 50 kg. So when we introduced this thing, we had to take them to ADA, for research, for tests, to ensure the performance is actually good and all that. So when the result came back, we now said, okay, let's let's have meetings with our farmers so that we can introduce the product to them and also teach them on how to use it.
And it has always been seamless.
In fact, they've been buying it.
Okay. Do you intend to increase your location? Because I know Lagos, sometimes you say Lagos State is very small in the map, but I know that for sure the agrarian thing is a wide thing. So is there any need for LAISA to actually expand the location in Lagos State to allow farmers to access your input?
Thank you very much. Actually, what we are working at, we're working at a situation where you'll be able to just call LAISA, and then the items are delivered to your doorstep. That's
Fantastic.
What we do now. Just call us, tell us what we want to do. In fact, in LAISA now, we're trying to introduce a marketing evolution, like digital marketing. You'll be able to, check what we have, pick what you want, and then you will just bring them to you. Because we don't want, our farmer in Badagry to, you understand, or people in the rural area. We want to minimize your moving around. You're moving,
So you get the feedback through the technology system, innovation. Fantastic. So for me, I know that we can't take Mr. Governor away from agriculture, especially for Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems. And so how has Mr. Governor been able to, hit LAISA the way that you want in terms of your set mandate and objective? Can you speak to that?
Wow, thank you very much. We are more than grateful to Mr. Governor, to our commissioner, the commissioner of Ministry of Agriculture and Food System, to our permanent secretary, to special advisor. These people have been wonderful. Wow. When we see them, we're actually seeing the governor. In fact, recently we were able to, the governor, through the executive order, has made it, has mandated MDAs and so to buy rice from us. So LAISA just rose up to this thing, and we're able to sell. If we're actually delivering this rice to their doorstep. We're helping them to deliver to Ikorodu, to Badagry, anywhere. So if you want rice, call LAISA. We will carry it to your house.
Taiwo, business don't happen.
What distinguishes LAISA from a regular farm supply merchant out there? What differentiates you from a regular merchant on the street of Lagos?
Number one is our ability to, deliver to your doorstep. To deliver to your doorstep at no extra cost, at no extra cost.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And another thing is for you to be able to call us. You understand? You can call us. You don't have to get up. You can call us and tell us what you need, and we deliver.
Do you by chance recommend farm needs? Say, for instance, a farmer is struggling with a certain problem with the soil or anything. Can they possibly reach out to you and then you recommend what they can actually use?
Thank you very much. We do have that kind of problem, from time to time, and thank God that's why we have a sister company that is ADA.
Okay.
So each time there's need for us to do, and working with these agric extension officers, we are just contacting ADA. They will come and assist us. Do you understand? To ensure that everything that we need is put in place. Ours is to sell to them, but in selling, all the technicalities that is involved, we call ADA.
Are these offices across the local government in Lagos, or they are just in strategic local government, given the fact that the arable lands in Lagos are specifically in some areas? Talk about the likes of Ekpe, Ikorodu, and Badagry. Are they in those areas or across Lagos?
Really, in fact, part of what we're working on now is to ensure that we have increased number of extension officers, so that, in comparison to the number of farmers that we have, so that you can be able to, help them, better.
Okay. Okay. Because you never can tell. We might start having farmers in Ikeja GRA and Ikoyi, even in Banana Island. All right, then, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. As we gradually, draw close to the end of the program, you can be a part of this conversation just by putting a call through or even sending a text to us. All right, so let's talk about some of the challenges you encounter as an agency in reaching out to farmers in Lagos, or even providing the needs of Lagos farmers. What are some of the challenges you encounter?
Well, let me start from when I got in. I realized that there's some challenges. I realized that we need to put some strategies on ground to ensure, to boost our sales. So the first thing we did was to, create this relationship with farmers. Farmers have associations, so we just contacted the president, and, booked an appointment, which fell into their date of meeting or something. So we met them, and were able to, get more information on their challenges. And how we can help them. Do you understand? So that helps us to go back to the office and, we redesign.
Strategize.
Exactly. And so far it has worked for us, because they can just call us. Even things that we don't have, they will just call us. We need so. And we begin to work on it and get it for them. For us in LAISA, once you call us that you need something, we'll just go and get it.
So how would you rate the response of farmers in Lagos to the Lagos State government effort in food production?
Wow, look at all the programs that the government of Lagos have been able to do. This different programs. In fact, in Ministry of Agri, different programs every week, you will find it there. So they have embraced it. They look at these women, Obonge women and all that. They look at the youths. Even there are programs for youth, there are programs for women, there are programs for farmers, there are different programs that are available in Lagos State. Do you understand? That you can key into. And they are coming, and they are happy. When we had our the forum last time, they are happy with us. They are happy in associating with us, and it fosters better relationship, which is bringing result of mutual benefit to both sides.
All right, then. So where do you see LAISA in the next couple of years, say 5 years?
I believe God that in fact we are looking at LAISA in few years time to be a one-stop center.
Wow.
To be the supermarket, of agri inputs in Nigeria, where farmers can get there and access, so that all their needs are met.
Amazing stuff. All right, Lagos, Nigeria. Apparently, we run out of time already, and this is where we wrap it up on the show this afternoon. I must say a very big thank you to you for coming on the program, Madam Folake Oluyemi, the General Manager of the Lagos State Agricultural Input Supply Authority, LAISA. And yes, this is where we wrap it up. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming on the program. This program has been brought to you, courtesy the Lagos State Ministry of Agri and Food. Ministry of Agriculture and Food Supply. Big ups to the social media team, Daniel Dowsey. Big ups to Victor Terry. Our executive producer is Taya Konle. My name is Taiwo Barua. I haven't done this alone. I have done this with Abimbola Shakiro Majola. With this program, it's a return next week, Friday at 4:30.